Hey guys, I'm Warboros. Let's play Persona 5 Royal. It is February 14th. It's Valentine's Day. Every day's so boring. I don't care if it's just courtesy. I want chocolate. What? You're giving him chocolate? I want chocolate. Watch where you're going, old man. Who cares about Valentine's Day anyway? Said like a true single person. But we do have plans for today, or I guess this evening, as we shall soon see.
Oh, right. Today's Valentine's Day. No wonder there were so many guys bringing girls in here. Don't you have anything exciting happening? I mean, you've been here nearly a whole year. You know, when I was young. Ooh, boy.
Good evening. Sorry, are you busy?
Oh, you should have just told me. Here, I'll leave the store to you. Enjoy yourselves.
I love people who can read the situation.
Come on, have a seat. I'll make you some coffee.
Thanks. So, been a while. A pretty long while.
Yeah, sorry I worried you.
Oh, I am way past the worrying phase. So you go to the reformatory without telling me, and then you don't call me after you get discharged? You really do things your own way, huh?
I'm sorry, it had to be this way.
I can't get mad at you if you actually apologize. Well, I'm just glad you're safe. Here, as long as we're making up, I can give you this.
Aw, thank you.
Well, it's pretty quality stuff, so you gotta eat them, okay?
And she gives us some chocolate.
Work's been going pretty smoothly. My publisher was going to reassign me to the political department. They said it was because I did such a good job contributing to the sales numbers.
That's the Ichiko I know.
A lot of that's thanks to your help, right? So you better stick with me from now on. Can't miss my rise to the top.
I should tell her that I'm going home.
Hey, something wrong?
Yeah, I've got to go back home.
I see. Can I sit next to you? You're really serious about this, huh? Even though it'll mean the whole long-distance thing.
I'm sorry, I'll visit when I can.
Thanks. But remember, you don't have to come running. After all, now we can call each other anytime we want. Something feels different about you now, that's for sure. So what changed you? Was it life on the inside, or did you go through something else?
Who knows?
I guess I'm not here to interview you. Speaking of changes, things are a little different for me too. All my life I've had my mind on the job and not a lot else. But now I've got someone who's just as important as my work. And if it's for them, well, I think I could do anything.
I wonder who that might be.
Could be anyone. Even if we're far apart, I'll always be with you. So you can come to me whenever you need to, okay?
I spent a romantic evening with Ohya.
Good evening. Should I come back later?
Oh, you should have just told me. Here, I'll leave the store to you. Enjoy yourselves.
You seem to be doing well.
Yeah, you too. Have a seat.
Sure. It's nice to see you again. You don't look like you've got any issues.
Yeah, I feel fine. I'm alright. I did miss you, though.
That's my line. Suicide in jail, then New Year's in the reformatory? Ex post facto isn't exactly gonna cover this, you know?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Honestly, can't take my eyes off you for a second. But I guess I'd better get to the point. Here. chocolates. Don't worry, there's nothing too dangerous in them.
I wish there was an option for too dangerous. Yeah, I am glad that I didn't miss this.
I figured worst case scenario, I could probably get it into prison for you. That new medicine for that girl I told you about has been working really well. And the day-to-day work's going fine. I'm a regular neighborhood doctor now.
Well, I think that job suits you better than anything else.
Thanks. I just hoped you were safe. But looks like you made it home without a scratch. Guess I had nothing to worry about.
I should tell her that I'm going home.
Something wrong?
Yeah, I've got to go back.
I see. Can I sit next to you? I know that look in your eyes. You've made up your mind.
Sorry. I'll visit as much as I can.
No rush. You can hold off until things settle down a little. But if anything happens, call me. You know how to reach me. By the way, something's different about you. Hasn't been too long since I saw you last, but you've got a little more confidence now or something. Still, I guess I've changed too. As a doctor, I've still got the usual obligations to help my patients, but now I feel like I've got something a little more specific. Like, I could risk it all to make one person happy. But you're a smart guy. I don't have to draw you a picture.
Yeah, I get it.
I was never really into younger guys.
I spent a romantic evening with Takemi.
Good evening.
Miss Kawakami. A teacher and her student. So this sort of thing really does happen, huh? Here, I'll leave the store to you. Enjoy yourselves.
Hello.
Hey, I'll make you some coffee.
Thanks. So you really are back. It's only hitting me now that I actually see you.
Masters, no. I'm sorry to have worried you.
Oh, so you do have some self-awareness. It was clear from the start that you'd be a lot of trouble, but I never expected you to turn yourself in. When I heard about it, I kind of broke down. God, can you imagine? I cried like a schoolgirl.
Yeah, really, really sorry about that.
Usually I'd give you a written apology due tomorrow, but I guess you had your reasons. So this time, it's fine. Anyway, the real reason I'm here... Homemade chocolate, specially made, with plenty of love and warmth.
Made with love, huh?
Of course. Not as a maid or anything, but from me personally. I know I said it already, but I'm glad to see you're doing okay.
Yeah, of course I'm doing well. Right back at you.
We're so busy preparing for graduation and entrance ceremonies. Still, at least that kept my mind off worrying about you. Can I sit next to you? You're going back home next month. That means we won't be able to see each other at school anymore.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll see you again soon.
Yeah, as long as you're not going back to prison, I guess it's not that big a deal. Hey, something's different about you, right? It's not exactly your behavior, it's hard to describe. Well, I guess people change. After all, I did too. My students are still important to me. I can fight for them. But now, I've got someone I'd do anything for. I've never really felt like this toward anyone before.
I hate both of these answers. You know who you're talking about.
I hope he realizes how lucky he is. Let's stay like this just a little longer.
I spent a romantic evening with Kawakami.
Excuse me.
Oh, you should have just told me. Here, I'll leave the store to you. Enjoy yourselves.
Good evening.
Hey, have a seat.
Thank you very much. It's been a while.
Yeah, I guess it really has.
I was worried, you know. You are unbelievable. Oh, no. It's not like I'm trying to lecture you. The reason I'm here today is... I wanted to give you this. It didn't turn out perfectly, though.
Hey, it's more than enough for me.
I'm glad. Just don't expect too much from the taste. I was still stressed when I came here, but seeing you helps. I feel like I can finally breathe again.
Yeah, how have you been?
How to put it? People still call me the phony princess, but to be honest, I like it better than being treated like an idol. It's really freeing. Now I can focus on shogi. From now on, I'll strive to be the best player, professional and otherwise. And I hope I'll still have you at my side.
I should tell her that I'm going home.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, I have to leave.
Is that so? May I sit with you? So, we're on borrowed time then. Soon we won't be able to do this.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry for the sudden news.
As well you should be. I can't believe you'd leave just when we finally got back together. I suppose people change, and that's that. Both of us have.
What do you mean?
I do feel like there's something different about you. It's hard to explain. Something in how you carry yourself? Well, it seems like a positive change, whatever it is. But I've changed myself, I suppose. I never felt distressed being alone until I met you. There's a change even more drastic than that. Now, I know what it's like to fall in love, to be so devoted to someone in heart and mind. I'd do anything for them. It's unlike anything I've ever felt.
Yeah, same here.
That means I'm quite serious about you, and I will not allow a redo.
I spent a romantic evening with Hifumi.
Excuse me?
Oh, you should have just told me. Here, I'll leave the store to you. Enjoy yourselves.
Good evening.
Come on in, I'll make you some coffee.
Thank you. It's been a while. How have you been?
I've been okay. How about you?
You'll have to answer my question first. Found out you'd been taken away, imprisoned. I was so scared for you. Do you know how that felt?
I'm really sorry about that.
Good. To be honest, I knew you'd come home safe. I saw it in your readings. Still, I couldn't help worrying. Well, after all, if something else happened... Oh, I'm sorry. There I go again, tempting fate. Here, I wanted to give you this.
Aw, thank you.
Glad to hear that. I'm afraid it's not homemade, though. I'm still telling fortunes, but I've cut all ties with the chairman.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you. It's taking time, but I'm getting more customers who really rely on me. Oh, but you don't have to worry. No matter how busy I get, you'll always come first. After all, I may be a fortune teller, but I can't let my life revolve around other people's romances.
I should tell her that I'm going home. Sorry, I've got to head back.
Huh? I'd like to sit next to you. So, you really are leaving. That soon, too.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll still come see you, though.
You promise? Then I'll wait for you. Honestly, I'm sad to hear it, but if this is really what you want, then I'll support you. Doesn't matter how far you go, I'll always be thinking of you. Actually, I've been wondering since I first saw you today, but something's changed in your aura, hasn't it? Your energies have a different color than usual. It hasn't been that long since I saw you last either. Seems strange.
You think so?
Oh, don't be so evasive. But you're not the only one who's changed, I suppose. I'm glad if my fortune-telling brings people joy, but there's one person whose happiness I want above all else. If my power lets me help them, even just a little, then all the pain it brought me was worth it.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Are you really going to make me say it? As long as I have you, I can overcome anything fate throws at me. I don't have to see the future to know that.
I spent a romantic evening with Chihaya.
Yo! Still working?
You didn't even bring me anything. Well, don't get wrapped up in the mood, you hear?
That Mona.
Yeah, but come on, I'll make you some coffee.
Okay. Jeez, I don't know if it's because it's been a while, but I'm all self-conscious.
Come on, let's just have some fun tonight.
Yeah. Oh, right. I want to say something first. I was so freaking scared when I found out you were gone. Like, actually serious freak-out panic attack scared.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
You get 1 point of forgiveness. Sorry, but as your teammate and, your girlfriend, I gotta ask, from now on, don't shut me out. Let me help when things get hard. So yeah, that's all the mushy stuff out of the way. Okay. Next up, we got chocolates. 'Cause, you know, Valentine's Day, it's a thing.
It's so cute. It's got a little Mona on it. I like all these options. I'm gonna just say this looks delicious.
Like you can tell from just looking at the box. But, you know, thanks. I guess we're back in the canon reality, huh? Still, I think it was probably the right decision. It's still hard sometimes, but I'm making progress.
Yeah, I know you can do it.
Thanks. I'm gonna beat this. Hey, can we sit? Together, I mean? You're going home next month, huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want us to be apart either.
Yeah, same here. But it's not like I'm gonna stop you. This is just me thinking out loud, but I only wanted one thing when I joined the Phantom Thieves. to find out why my mom died. But now, I've got one more person to help. Not even as a phantom thief either. It's not about rescuing him. It's about doing all I can to make him happy.
That sounds like you're talking about me.
Probably some chump. I'm counting on you, okay?
I spent a romantic evening with Futaba.
Hi there. Do you have a minute?
Oh, you should have just told me. Here, I'll leave the store to you. Enjoy yourselves.
Good evening.
Come on, have a seat.
Thanks. All right. Time for part 2 of your homecoming party.
Hell yeah, let's do this.
Jeez, look at you being all cool. Aren't we supposed to be partying? Oh, but one thing first. I can't believe you turned yourself in. It was like you disappeared on me. You really scared me, you know?
I'm really sorry.
Okay, fine. I forgive you. But from now on, we can beat this stuff together, okay? No matter what you're up against. Okay, that's it. No more heavy stuff. Now, it's the moment you've been waiting for. Chocolate time! I bet you were looking forward to this, right?
I actually was, thank you, An.
Oh yeah? Then I hope it was everything you imagined. Between everything, I haven't been thinking too hard about it, but this is it, right? Everything's back the way it used to be? Hey, I've been doing a lot more modeling lately, and I even get to talk to Shiho sometimes too.
I feel like there are better responses than this, but I'll be cheering you on.
That's super encouraging. So, can I sit next to you? You're going home next month, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess we're going long distance, huh?
Aw, I know. It's gonna be so hard to get used to. Even if we're farther apart than we used to be, our hearts will be as close as ever. Hey, back when this all started, I was just focused on stopping bad guys from hurting people. Like they hurt Shiho. But now, well, maybe I've got other stuff on my mind. I've got someone I can save. Well, at least, I can make them happy. And not as Panther, but as me. On.
And who might that be?
Take a wild guess.
I spent a romantic evening with An.
Good evening. Sorry to barge in like this.
Oh, you should have just told me. Here, I'll leave the store to you. Enjoy yourselves.
He was quite considerate. Welcome home, once again.
Thank you. It's good to be back. I really didn't mean to worry you.
At least you're aware of it. I was scared out of my mind, you know? It was like you disappeared. And after that, I find out you turned yourself in?
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
I forgive you, but you need to stop shouldering all the burdens on your own, okay? I want to support you, especially when you're hurting. We can get through our problems together. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into a lecture. That's not why I came here anyway.
chocolate. For you. I'm afraid it's not homemade, but...
Nah, don't worry, this makes me happy.
Well, I'm happy you're happy. We came back, right? We're in the real world this time? I've been studying hard. I'm looking to apply to law school. My dream of becoming a police commissioner remains the same. Can I sit next to you? You're going back next month, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You wanna come with me?
Sure, just let me get my tickets. I wish. But our relationship can survive a little distance, right? Can I tell you something? When I was a Phantom Thief, I was driven by one goal: to help those who were unjustly suffering. And that hasn't changed, of course. That goal still keeps me going. But now, I have something else too. Now, I have someone I want to be happy. I want to stand beside them. Not as a Phantom Thief, but as myself.
And who might that be?
Someone very special.
I spent a romantic evening with Makoto.
Good evening. The cafe is still...
Oh, you should have just told me. Here, I'll leave the store to you. Enjoy yourselves.
I'm sorry, you must be tired. I just really wanted some time alone with you.
Hey, it's okay, but I'm sorry to have worried you.
I suppose I don't need to ask for an apology then. When I realized you were gone, I was honestly terrified. I was so scared I'd lost you forever.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. At any rate, here, chocolate, made from scratch.
Oh. Was it homemade? Oh, I like this answer. This is a good one.
Well, I didn't begin quite that early in the process, but it sounds like a lovely idea. Perhaps next year I'll grow some cacao. I know it's a bit late to ask, but we're back now, right? In our proper reality? Oh, I should have mentioned, I've received an unofficial offer from Akumura Foods. But I haven't given up on my dream of a humble cafe. I think I ought to work as an ordinary employee first. That should help me learn some vital lessons.
Yeah, I know you can do it.
Thank you. May I sit next to you? Apologies if I'm being too forward. This is just so calming. You're returning home next month, yes?
Yeah, are you mad?
More sad than mad. But I can't stop you. We've agreed to work through this. Now we'll just have to do our best. I've been thinking... When I joined the Phantom Thieves, I wanted to be someone who helps those in need. I imagined myself as my childhood heroines, champions of justice. But I found something more than that. Now I've got someone in my heart. I'll do whatever it takes to make them happy. And it's not about justice or any high ideals. It's about what I want.
And I wonder who that's about.
Who indeed?
I spent a romantic evening with Haru.
Good evening. I didn't know you were still working. Sorry for stopping by so late.
Oh, you should have just told me. Here, I'll leave the store to you. Enjoy yourselves.
That's considerate of him. I hope I'm not imposing. I know I already saw you before, but I really wanted to have some time with you today, so I thought I'd stop by on the way home from practice.
Well, I'm glad I got to see you.
Same here. I had so much I was going to say once I finally got to talk to you, but now that you're here and I can see your face for myself, none of it seems so important anymore.
Yeah, I really am sorry that I worried you.
It's all right. I understand why you did what you did. On another note, I brought you something. It's chocolate, since it's Valentine's Day today.
Oh, it's a little teddy bear from Zumi. Is it handmade?
Actually, yes, it is. I certainly can eat. But I have a bit of a knack for baking, too.
Yeah, and it's nice that we get to see that difference between her and Kasumi. Kasumi's not very good at cooking and baking, and Sumire is, and look at it! It's so cute, just like she is!
Just checking, but we're back in the real world, right? Oh, I wanted to say, Senpai, ever since that day, I've finally been living for myself, as myself, and from now on, I always will. So, may I sit next to you? You're going back to your hometown soon, yes?
Yeah, you wanna come with me?
It's sweet of you to ask. But I'm going to keep working hard. Wherever you are, I'll make sure you hear about me. She always said she performed best when thinking about someone she loved. I think I finally understand Kasumi, what she was trying to say. When I think about you, I get the feeling the competition's going to go just fine.
You mean?
I think you know what I mean.
I spent a romantic evening with Sumire.
I got nowhere else to go.
What's the deal here? This the pity party for the guys who didn't get anything on Valentine's?
Come on, lay off.
Must suck to have no game.
Pardon me. Huh? Ryuji?
Oh, Yusuke. You're in the same boat, huh?
Which boat?
You know, the big V-Day came and went and you didn't get any chocolates from the ladies. Oh.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I did receive some chocolates.
Man, come to think of it, you are kind of a pretty boy.
So if you got all that chocolate, what are you doing here?
A craving struck. I felt a powerful desire for some of Boss's coffee, and his curry, and perhaps one of his desserts if the opportunity presents itself.
Can you afford all of that, Yusuke?
It may take some digging, but if I can find all the money on me, I should be able to cover it.
How about you just take a seat?
Oh, it's just like last year. But maybe I'm...
What's wrong?
Nah, I was all set to complain, but I don't know. Maybe girls don't like me for a reason, like I'm doing something wrong.
Oh no, who are you? And what have you done with Ryuji?
Shut up, cat. Just thinking, that's all.
It's better than moping, I suppose. Admirably constructive.
Right? So, how about it, boss? Any tips on the ladies?
My only tips are in a jar.
While I'm certainly in no rush to find a relationship, I confess I'm curious to hear Boss's thoughts on love.
Same here.
Well, it's pretty complicated. In my experience, women can be casual about expressing attraction to guys. Sometimes it can be subtle, and popular guys definitely pick up on those cues.
So what? We gotta keep an eye out for these hints?
No, the opposite. See, women, they like guys who know themselves. You gotta know how to be comfortable with who you are. And a guy who's constantly on high alert, trying to chase love, sounds to me like he's still figuring himself out.
Man, this is complicated.
Yep, that's love. Never as simple as it looks. If it was, it wouldn't be any fun.
Whoa. That's deep.
Quite enlightening. But I suppose that confirms it. Pursuing love for its own sake would be fruitless. I'll let my heart guide me. When the time is right, I'm sure I'll know.
Yusuke seems pretty confident.
I don't know if it's gonna be that easy for me. Well, I'm no Yusuke, but I can work on figuring myself out. Once I do, I won't have to look for a girlfriend. She'll come looking for me. Hell, I'm gonna be swimming in ladies.
Sure you will, kid. Not used to getting serious about this stuff. Could use a meal after that. You guys want to go eat somewhere? My treat.
Seriously?
I couldn't ask for a full meal. All I wanted was some coffee and curry.
And that's different how?
I need me some fancy restaurant sushi. Or a steak. A5 grade.
Even the cat's all worked up. Here, let me close the shop and we can head out.
Oh, you can have this. Got it from some lady at a convenience store. I mean, she was an employee, but hey.
Does this make me your Valentine, Ryuji?
What? Hell no!
Hey, if you two lovebirds are finished, we've got a restaurant to get to.
Oh, crap. I'm sorry. Come on, you're gonna leave us behind.